The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
To Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. It's your weekly look into the action-packed world of the United Wrestling Network. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria.
The 2020 PP3 Cup is well underway with Anthony Idol and Jordan Clearwater both moving on to the semifinal round. And this week we will see two more quarterfinal matchups with Andy Brown facing Ice Williams and Ray Rosas taking on the most unlikely participant, Frankie Frank.
I'll have something for Ray Rosas real soon. We haven't forgotten, but let's talk about today. Frankie Frank sort of stumbled his way into this tournament. He was on the winning PP3 team at Milestone, and today he takes on Ray Rosas in the main event for a chance to advance to the semifinals.
We have seen many stars break out through this tournament, and I think it really could be Frankie Frank's time to shine.
Really? I hope so.
We've got all that coming your way, plus a triple threat featuring some rarely seen faces who are looking for a chance to make a statement.
But now we kick things off with the first match of Halston BODDY's Best of 7 series between Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan. Lacey accepted the challenge made last week, but Halston stated there will be a stipulation for each match.
That sounds a little fishy.
Yeah.
Let's head ringside with Todd and Andrew to find out what the first stipulation will be. Take it away.
The following contest is match 1 in a best of 7 series, where the only way to win is via 5-count pinfall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Lacey Ryan.
So there you have it, the stipulation for match 1 in this best of 7 series as challenged by Halston BODDY. You must win by a 5-count.
Well, that seems very fair. It's fair on both parts. It's not like it's unreasonable. Lacey Ryan is probably not the best at math, but she'll remember that.
That's a King Kong task.
Sure is.
And introducing her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Halston BODDY, she is the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, set for this best of 7 series. And the Prism of Excellence has procured a microphone.
Look at this guy.
Darlings, 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 darlings! Oh, let's get this best of 7 series underway with the first stipulation. Miss Ryan, I'm so glad you agreed to this, but I hope you know how to count, because the only way for you to win is with a 5-count pin. Good luck!
There you go.
There it is, as made by King Kong BODDY.
Helen Roper herself making the stipulation. 5-count is what it's going to take to win this.
To win, you must get the 5-count pin, as he said.
Jeez.
All right, so you have to have your opponent in a
Tilda.
compromising position. Tough enough to keep either of these great competitors down with a traditional 3-count. Going for it early, only a count of 2.
Needs 3 more, yeah.
3 short. And again, it's been quite the competitive rivalry. Look at the crucifix here by Heather Monroe.
A whole family of shiny zebras was killed to make that moo-moo.
It's a man cape, as he calls it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
A man cape? How can we get one of those for you, Andrew?
I don't need a man cape.
Yeah, one that covers his mouth, maybe. Look out here, inside cradle by Lacey Ryan. That was a count of 4. It's so weird. You're used to hearing that hand hit 3 times. Bell rings, match is over.
That was very, very, very close. I could have sworn I saw him to count to 5.
Does that mean they get extra time on the outside as well?
I believe that's still a traditional.
Hey, listen, a 4-count. That's 1 count enough to get a victory.
You see the ref, well, now counting, I suppose.
Now you think
I
about
think the only way you can really win this matchup, though, is by that 5-count if you go for the pinfall.
Well, she kicks out at the count of 4. That's 1 count more than you needed to even win a regular match. So really, she might have actually lost that had it not been for that stipulation.
He can do math too. He's so impressive.
Halston stipulation is coming in very, very handy.
Yeah, because in a traditional sense, as you were mentioning, this match would have been over. But Lacey Ryan now taking control again. Springing from the outside inside with the elbow. There's 2. Only accounted 2 that time. Heather Monroe has got to clear the cobwebs and come out of the blocks offensively. She is, Lacey Ryan's been dominant thus far.
Well, Lacey Ryan's definitely been taking advantage, and I'll give you that.
Right on time there, Todd. You got the Midas touch there. Every time you say something, look at that. Just mounting her with these shots there. Having to cover up. So.
I really wish we didn't pause so long in between those 2 statements. But yes, Stu, very good.
Fujiwara armbar now by Heather Monroe, who has competed over in the Far East.
A sick man, Andrew.
Ah, well. Look at this. Beautiful, elegant, majestic. And Heather Monroe isn't that bad either.
Dismantling the digits right there of Lacey Ryan was the Killer Bay. Nice snap suplex by Heather Monroe into the cover. These 2 faced each other at Milestone in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, the Killer Bay got the victory, but not without a lot of controversy and outside interference by Halston BODDY.
Every single time you bring up a match with somebody that I like, you always talk about controversy. Heather Monroe almost won the match. Why can't you just stop there? Why do you always have to go with something else? Oh, my goodness.
What a shot by Lacey Ryan. There's 3. Again, it takes 5 count. You got to love this. What a stipulation,
I thought she won the match right there. That's actually 2 victories at least, maybe a 3rd victory that she would have had there had this been a traditional 3-count match. But I guess, listen, the 5-count stipulation, it's working out well for one of these competitors anyway. And that's the competitor right there. Heather.
You know, it begs the question, what other type of stipulations are we going to see? Look out here, backpack stunner by Heather Monroe. Is that going to get the 5 count? Here's 2, 3.
3.5, 3.5.
Hand came down for 4, but Lacey Ryan had gotten the shoulder out of there. Might be time for that bad Bishinoku driver for Monroe if she really wants to keep her down for 5. Yep, I think they're going for it indeed. Look at that. Counter the other way into the knee. Beautifully done by Lacey Ryan. Full head of steam. Here we go. Here's the cover. There's 1, 2, 4. Here comes 5. No. Wow. This thing is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, guys. With this stipulation, you got to believe.
That's a crazy stipulation indeed. To think that it's worked out so well for Miss Heather Monroe this far. Halston BODDY knows exactly what he's doing in there. Very, very smart thinking he has.
But if anything, it really makes you crank up that dial of intensity, knowing that you have to keep your opponent down for 5.
Well, it's definitely going to help right now. That shoulder first. Ryan going right there into the unforgiving steel post, taking a boot to the mush.
The mush?
That's what we call that.
The mush.
Wow, dragon suplex. New wrinkle in the offense. Here it comes. Bad Bishinoku driver. Is it going to be a 5 count? There's 4. She got her. Wow.
That was a quick count.
Here is your winner, Heather Monroe.
Killer Bay taking advantage of the element of surprise when it comes to the stipulation and takes the 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series. More coming your way, including PP3 quarterfinals right after this.
Got her down for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Memphis weather can be tricky, and so can repairing a roof, but not with Pro Shingle. Complicated insurance claims are easy with Pro Shingle. They'll handle that process for you. Pro Shingle offers free estimates and have financing plans in place so they can help you right now. Be sure to ask about their new roof shampoo. Locally owned and operated, fully licensed and insured, it's the simple choice. Go to ProShingle.com, 901-258-6503, and let Pro Shingle help today.
Fasten your seatbelts. Dave & Buster's has the all-new Hot Wheels King of the Road racing game. Go full throttle and race your friends. Plus, play 5 of our best group games for free. Games you and your squad can gather around and play. Only at Dave & Buster's.
New Wing Order is your big game headquarters for award-winning wings.
That's right, featuring more than 20 flavors ranging from mild to scorching hot. New Wing Order has options for all tastes.
And the catering doesn't stop at wings. New Wing Order offers a wide range of delicious appetizers, premium sides, and amazing desserts.
New Wing Order has delivery or pickup options. Book them to cater your event at newwingorder.com.
Or you can find them on social at New Wing Order. Our birthday bash is coming up and you're invited.
It's the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash presented by Pro Shingle, live at AutoZone Park on Saturday, April 25th.
Oh yeah, tickets available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 349 pounds, Adriel Noctis and Sketch Wasted You!
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Switching gears, the tag team action, where Andrew Jasick and myself, Todd Kennelly, have been joined once again by one half of the United Tag Team Champions, Thomas Day. You recently got a real close look at these two back at Milestone.
Thanks, Kennelly. Yeah, man, these guys are unpredictable. They will come at you any way they can.
And introducing their opponents, hailing from Meat Mountain, at a combined weight of 483 pounds, Latino Meat, Che Cabrera, and Bad Dude Tito, the Wolf Zaddies!
The Wolf Zaddies looking to be at the top of the tag team food chain. We saw them reunited at Milestone, getting a victory over the Classic Connection. Of course, the Classic Connection, that might have been part, that loss to the Wolf Zaddies might have been part of what started to unravel that team. Of course, we saw the Classic Connection absolutely implode last week in the main event.
And I was wondering if I might have just been a bad luck charm for them, but I gotta say, the Wolf Zaddies look hungry.
Oh, great. Now they're going to lose.
Now let me ask you this. How can the team of Sketch and Adriel Noctis contend with the size and strength of Latino Meat and the Bad Dude?
Let me answer that for you, Hairy Chest. Listen, they can't. That's the whole point. Is that Adriel Noctis and Sketch, the biggest social degenerates here in this company, I've said it time and time again, are no match for even the least formidable tag team, let alone these two with a cohesive fierceness about them. The Wolf said there's a lot to conquer here, and believe me, they ain't gonna do it.
Excuse me, Jasick, I wanted to defer to the third member of our team at the moment, who is actually a reigning tag team champion.
Tag team champion wants to.
You know, they have to stay on their toes. I myself am a bit sizely challenged. So what I could say is in this sort of in this form of a match where my opponents just happen to be almost double the size of me, they're not doing a good job at avoiding being caught, but really sticking to the air. Heavy strikes when you can land them.
Yep, Sketch stuck to the air right there, but not the way he would like. The big belly-to-belly overhead throw. And now double flapjack there by the Wolf Zaddies, who might put this thing away in a hurry.
See, that shows the tenacity of Sketch. That was a hard slam.
It shows the stupidity of Sketch. He's getting caught, and every single moment he can possibly get caught at, he's making all these mistakes, and now paying for it, obviously. And who do you think is going to be, this crowd is going to be behind? The Wolf Zaddies or these social degenerates?
I would say they're a little split at the moment, but we'll see right here.
Tag made to Noctis. Timely tag there as Sketch had been absolutely ragdolled. Nice leg trip there by Noctis.
I gotta say, it's moments like that do define champions, though. So Sketch isn't an idiot or stupid. I think he's rather a tenacious fighting competitor.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this. Look at Wasted Youth. Not wasting the moment right now.
Drop kick.
They've got both members of the Wolf Zaddies down, and certainly shocking, but impressive.
They got the crowd with them.
They got that one person in the crowd with them. These people don't care about them. Don't you understand? Social degenerates is what I've been saying.
Bad Dude breaking that strike right there, but couldn't break that up.
Wow.
Beautiful bulldog into the shot there by
really
Noctis.
putting it together here.
Catching lightning in a bottle. These two youngsters would have been a huge upset victory.
Again now, rookie mistake there made by Noctis. When you have Cabrera in the corner, literally inches away from you. Why are you going to go for the cover there? It makes absolutely no sense. You should have known he was going to get caught up in that.
In the past, you know, there were some real dominant teams here in championship wrestling from Hollywood. Look at this elevation. Bad dude just overpowers him.
Raw
power
power.
slammed him by his neck.
Raw
Cover.
power.
I think back, Thomas dated teams like the Tribe, Natural Selection, which was Brian Cage, Eli Drake. This team of the Wolf Zaddies is right there. Might be as dominant as any of them.
Right, they've got amazing chemistry as well. You know, it's not their first time at the dance, to say.
Reno Scum as well, big physical team that you defeated for those tag team titles. Noctis, or Sketch rather, in there, scurrying into the cover. Close call.
That was a close one.
And close only goes so far. Close only goes so far.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
No. What are you talking? Whoever said that?
I think you might have said it before.
Oh my gosh. He's using Sketch as a weapon.
Like a
Look
little
out
crane.
here.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
This doesn't spell nothing nice. Oh, jeez.
Stacking them up. The Zaddies
That's
faction, then into that, and wow, oh wow.
Here are your winners, the Wolf Zaddies.
Big victory there by the Wolf Zaddies.
I said they came hungry, and boy were they.
They came to eat. Let's take a look back at the action. Brought to you by Bash Boxing, the best in professional pugilism in the Los Angeles area. And here we see for a moment there, using their agility, wasted youth, no wasted motion. They had both members of the Wolf Zaddies down. But in the end, the Zaddies faction, and then launching the other member and getting the dominant 1-2-3. Wow.
Too much meat and too much dominance.
That's it. You're fired. You're out. Get out. Out.
All right, maybe a future challenge for you guys. The Wolf Zaddies, we will see. Thanks, champ. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Soul Burners are ready for anyone that walks to the door.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get BODDY pillows regularly $89.99, only $29.99 with your promo code. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
The all-new Championship Wrestling Podcast is presented by Be Free CBD. Hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best. It's Tracy Lawrence live at Crossroads Arena in Corinth, Mississippi, Thursday, February 13th. With special guest Ricochet and also Brian Moffitt. Tickets are on sale now at crossroadsarena.com.
It's another Eat and Greet event brought to you by Commerce Street Market.
Featuring selfies with 15-year-old recording artist from The Voice, Reagan Strange. Plus, yummy food from the veteran-owned 2-buck grilled cheese truck.
Bring the whole family. There's no cover. Reagan Strange will be there Saturday, February 15th from 12 to 2.
Join us. You're invited. That's Commerce Street Market, Mississippi's favorite one-stop shop.
Showered by bills? It's raining cash at 745 Cash. Title loans, payday loans.
I got $400. I got $2,500. And they even gave me $2 bills.
I'm not a customer, but I referred my brother and got $100 referral cash. Why go anywhere else?
We'll buy your loan from any competitor. Just go to 745cash.com and get started now.
Go for the gold with a golden title loan. 745 Cash.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a quarterfinal match in the PP3 Cup Tournament. Introducing first, from Long Beach, California, weighing in at 173 pounds, the coldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams.
Ice Williams here with his opportunity to advance in the PP3 tournament. Will he join the likes of Anthony Idol and Jordan Clearwater? Ice Williams, in fact, eliminated, or one would think, Jordan Clearwater in a qualifying matchup. Clearwater with that second opportunity made good on it. Ice Williams, the self-proclaimed coldest wrestler on the planet, Stu.
Coolest man in the room for sure. And these people, they seem to be getting behind Ice.
And introducing his opponent, being come to the ring by Ray Rosas. From Avocado Heights, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, Uptown, Andy Brown.
Says your favorite expression right there on his bandana there. Who cares, Andy?
Oh, who cares? Who cares? Well, I wish I could have made that up myself, but that's Ray Rosas' attitude, and I don't blame him. As a matter of fact, that attitude is infectious, as proven there by Andy Brown, once a hometown hero, now is a big, big villain. And let me tell you something, Ice has got to be cold, because he's going to have to contend with the likes of that man, Andy Brown.
That mentality has spread from Ray Rosas to Andy Brown.
Last time I saw him, he was a fun-loving guy. It looks like fun and games are over for Andy Brown.
Well, he can still funk you up, let me tell you.
Hey, can we say that on TV?
Stage is set, quarterfinal matchup. Two great athletes. Certainly experience advantage when it comes to championship wrestling from Hollywood for Andy Brown, a former Heritage champion, Red Carpet Rumble winner. Would love to add PP3 tournament winner as well in his long legacy.
Who wouldn't want to add that?
If he cares, though. I'm not sure that he does.
Who wouldn't want to add that? And, you know, and make no mistake about it. If somebody says they don't care, it's obvious they care about something. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. They're going to make a statement, I guarantee you that. And look at that. That's going to be a deciding factor, too. As Ray Rosas is out there right now consulting with his friend, making sure he doesn't go in there and make a mistake. That's going to be the deciding factor.
Oh, look at the distraction there by Rosas. The PP3 is supposed to be an every man for himself type environment. 8 competitors. Rosas really has no business being out there.
2 men both in the brackets helping each other out. Hey, I like that. I kind of like that strategy.
That's a good idea. You know what they say? It's every single man for himself. But who's to say that somebody can't team up a little bit to help each other out to get to where the finish line needs to be, and then you take care of business.
Nice flurry of strikes there by Ice Williams. Roll up, looking for the quick cover. And that's sound strategy. You want to get through this tournament with low mileage, because you're going to have to win 3 matches to take home the PP3 Cup.
Don't forget, we got Ray Rosas in action in the main event later on against Frankie Frank.
Big drop kick there by Ice Williams. Yeah, hold on here. Going for the cover, putting him on ice, not yet.
You know what,
a lot of confidence in Ray Rosas out here, not back prepping for that main event matchup with Frankie Frank.
He doesn't need to prep for his match with Frankie Frank. Ray Rosas has got that, and even if he didn't get it, who cares? Who would imagine if Ray Rosas and Andy Brown both made it to the finals? Could you imagine that match? Can you imagine how amazing that would be?
I will say this, they are in opposite ends of the bracket. It could come down to it, but it would have to happen in the finals.
It will go to the finals. These are my 2 picks right here, Kennelly.
Oh, now you got 2 picks?
If we could go to a draw.
Didn't you pick Ray Rosas last week?
I pick Andy Brown and Ray Rosas. It goes back and forth.
Look at this, a little frozen rope by Ice Williams, or at least attempted. But Rosas again, the misdirection.
Don't ever change, Todd.
Big shot upstairs. Thanks, Stu. I don't intend to. Maybe I should, though. Look out here, elevation. Long way down. Oh, my goodness. What a shot.
Could have knocked him out cold there.
Haha, yes.
Easy for me to say.
Like yesterday's garbage is what that was. Tossed him in the air and let him fly all the way down to his face and gave him a knee for his troubles. That's the tenacity of Andy Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
My first time actually seeing Ice in action. What do I need to know about this guy?
Oh, he's going to lose.
Ice Williams, the self-proclaimed
spoiler,
coldest wrestler on the planet. Spent a lot of time in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Great striker. Got that icebreaker super kick, but he's not going to hit it from this position.
No. Great look, great physique. You can tell he's a great athlete. Definitely the people here love him. He's got a tough task here. Very decorated man here, Andy Brown.
If if he has all that going for him, that's one thing. But that's fine if you're going against one person. But there are two people out there, Andy Brown and Ray Rosas. And if you think Ray Rosas is going to sit idly by and watch Andy Brown get defeated, you are absolutely incorrect.
Well, if a camera would turn around and face Ray Rosas right now, you would see he's literally sitting idly by.
Speaking of sitting idly by, the winner of this matchup will face the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol, in the semifinal.
You should have seen Ray Rosas before the camera flashed on him. He was jumping around and everything. It was crazy. It was nuts.
Nice jawbreaker there by Ice Williams, trying to create some distance. And he does. Chance to advance to the semifinals here. Two great athletes going toe-to-toe. It's what the PP3 is all about.
Oh, had a nice combo of offense there, but stopped short there by Andy Brown, the veteran.
Two prolific strikers going at it. There we go. Famouser, rocker, drop air, call it what you will. Call it effective. Here's the cover. Don't need to get a 5 count in this one, gentlemen.
You do need 3, though.
Look at the face of Ice Williams. You can't believe it. He's absolutely in shock. And that's my point, is he doesn't have the intelligence, he doesn't have the wherewithal to understand exactly where he is with Andy Brown. Andy Brown is not going to let himself get beaten that easily.
Oh, looking for it again. Frozen rope does not pay off.
Oh, man. Turn him inside out. That's going to make these snowflakes out here unhappy.
Butterfly into the backbreaker. Hook of the leg, is that going to do it? No, not yet.
Seconds away, fractions of a second away was Andy Brown from taking home this victory and going just a little bit further to getting that PP3 Cup.
Williams might need a little cryotherapy after this one, gentlemen.
Wow, Todd, I miss you, buddy. I do. That's not a pun either. That's sincere.
Good to have you back. Oh, looking for the COD. Beautiful counter into the backslide. Is the shoulder down? Now it is. Momentum carried round and round. That would have been a huge victory, and more ways than one, as he would have advanced.
Would have been the biggest victory of his career for sure.
No doubt. Round and round they go. Look at this spine buster by Ice Williams.
Sending shivers down the spine.
He better capitalize on it right now, because Ice Williams is going to be in a lot of trouble if he misses this.
Oh, he was looking for the icebreaker.
Oh.
Big shot the other way, right through the uprights.
What did I tell you? Andy Brown now capitalizing on Williams' mistake.
Oh,
that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Call it one and done.
Violence.
This one is history.
Off with his head. That's going to do it.
Here is your winner, advancing to the semifinals, Andy Brown.
No doubt about it, Stu. Andy Brown advancing to the semis, where he will face the Neon Phenomenon. More action in the PP3 tournament coming up later with that man, Ray Rosas, in our main event. We'll be right back.
Hey fans, would you like to live in downtown Memphis without paying downtown prices?
Well, you're in luck. The venue is Midtown's finest retro living in Memphis with award-winning renovations.
See for yourself, 901-276-3100.
You better check and see if Memphis State got a basketball game. They got a basketball coach ain't gonna be there.
To be able to wrestle on Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum, probably in the main event or in a very prime spot. But then, the next morning, Tuesday, getting up and being in the office early morning, that is dedication.
Keep rolling.
Take a sick day.
Be one box and just says human, and that's kind of like the race I am. Inclusion should just be part of our culture.
This younger generation, they didn't go through the struggle that we went through or that I went through, and they don't take it as serious. It's like, you can say something to people, the young people, they don't understand, or they think it's this, or they think it's that. I just think Black History Month open everybody's eyes and keep everything to the forefront as to the struggle.
Our birthday bash is coming up and you're invited.
It's the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash presented by Pro Shingle, live at AutoZone Park on Saturday, April 25th.
Oh yeah, tickets available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to proshingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. My guest at this time, Adrian Quest. Adrian, 2019 was filled with a lot of ups and downs for your career here at Hollywood, most notably winning the United Television Championship, only to have it stripped away from you. But after your win last week against Johnny Yuma, I'd say 2020's looking a little better, wouldn't you say?
See, there's a lot I could say about my situation. But I ain't come here to complain. But I suggest that certain people start watching their backs.
Well, let's take it back to the ring for some hot action right now.
All right, back for action. Some ominous words there by Adrian Quest. Playtime over for him, and who could blame him? But coming off of an impressive victory right here on this program. Triple threat matchup. This should be a fun one, gentlemen. Steven Tresario there in the black and red. You got Keita Murray returning, and Mikey O'Shea making his return to action, the big Irishman.
O'Shea is an absolute monster in there, and these two going after him like they are is just a very, very foolish move.
Mikey O'Shea has a storied history here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's been a while since we've seen him. He looks pretty good.
Double clothesline, yeah, looks to be in good
Last time we saw him, he was wrapped in gauze, getting burnt to death by Adam Pearce.
Absolutely, those two had some wars, including inside the confines of a steel cage. Triple threat match here, though. First pinfall or submission will determine the victor. Steven Tresario eating the big chop. Tresario was in the PP3 tournament last year, lost to Adrian Quest, who we just heard from. Quest, of course, would go on to the finals of that tournament last year. Keita Murray might want to just hide out there in the corner.
Oh, boy.
Oh. He said, this is perfect. And right about that, he was.
Wild action here.
You know what? God bless them, they're trying.
O'Shea now looking for the big suplex. Nice agility there by Tresario. Couldn't get out of the way of that, though.
I would never be running right in the direction of someone like that, like with Mikey O'Shea's capabilities to put you down in an instant like he does. He can run over you like a steamroller. That is no joke.
Keita Murray, all that, a lot of flash.
That's not a good idea, Mr. Murray.
Having a little fun. Well, he was until he ran right into that big left hand, courtesy of the Irish juggernaut, Mikey O'Shea, saying he's a little weak in the knees. O'Shea dominant thus far, guys.
Very dominating personality as O'Shea. O'Shea has been dominating. No. Yeah, this is not a good move at all.
No.
There's bad ideas, and then there's horrible ideas, and that was a little bit of both. O'Shea, though, now using Tresario as a weapon, scooping a slam.
Almost snapped him in half there.
That'd be fitting for Tresario, the twitching time bomb, as a former colleague Johnny LaQuaster used to call him. Double up here, looking for the double pin. Only a count of two, maybe four. It's two counts there?
Oh, yeah, but that was that.
It wasn't a 5 count like our opening contest.
No. Mikey O'Shea looking very impressive. Great to see him back here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, whether you hate him or not, Andrew.
I love him. I always loved him. I thought he was always been a very
on behalf of myself.
Great person.
That's a shoot, brother.
Oh. I can't help but think about what Adrian Quest is saying. It's now weighing on my mind. What did he say that some people need to watch their backs? What do you think he meant by that?
I don't know who he'd be referring to. Maybe Jamie Iovine and Royce Isaacs are two.
Maybe Mikey O'Shea.
I don't think those two have much history.
Well, maybe he's talking about Nico Marquez.
Could be.
Is that a threat to Nico Marquez?
It could very well be. Young Frito might have snapped.
Well, if it wasn't for Marquez, Young Fuego might still very well be the television champion.
Well, Marquez made a smart decision. It's not his fault.
Young Frito turning into Young Fredo. Hey, how about that?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie.
Oh, spoiler. Speaking of spoilers, spoiling the party for Mr. All That is Mikey O'Shea just throws him into another galaxy there.
I knew it was you, Nico. I knew it was you. O'Shea, though, continues to go to work here. Tresario, though, is a very tough competitor and got the rug pulled out from under him, though. And I think that Keita Murray and Tresario are going to have to team up here and try and make O'Shea a non-factor, but good luck.
No, absolutely not. They've been trying that this entire match, and they're very unsuccessful. All this talk that we've been having, this entire match, talking about Adrian Quest, so on and so forth, all that time, Mikey O'Shea has been dominant in that ring right now. Very, very scary individual to go against.
It's looked more like a handicap match than a triple threat at this point, but O'Shea doing quite well at the moment. We'll see if the endurance will hold up.
And I got to say, for a big man, he's very quick, agile, and he has a tremendous amount of endurance about him, too. That's what makes O'Shea very, very dangerous. The fact that he's had such time off to recoup too, says a lot about the fact that he's going to come in a lot fresher than anybody else tonight, and guarantees he's going to go in there and make a skeptical out of these two if they keep on making these mistakes.
You can see the body language there.
What did you just say?
Nothing keeping Tresario up at the corner right now, and now a little bit more for Keita Murray. Single shot, and all that drops down to his knees. All smiles right now for the Juggernaut.
That was great. Mikey O'Shea just dominating, but there you go. Right there. The snap man jumping on there, hooking in a sleeper hold.
Oh, that's one way to get the big guy down, wear him out, turn out the lights. That looks to be in pretty deep. He can get it under the chin. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Catches Keita Murray. All that body weight down.
All that more like all splat. Here it comes.
Using him as a battering ram. And O'Shea, he'd rather throw you than know you, and you see it there. Launches Keita Murray.
Hey, Mikey O'Shea is looking great. I said it. You can quote me.
O'Shea is just still all smiles in there, yet very much about business, going in there to get the job done, and this crowd is behind him.
What a comeback for O'Shea here. Now has him up in the launch position, trying to work his way out of their counter knee by Tresario. He caught the big man right on the cranium, forcing O'Shea to relinquish that hold. Now the jawbreaker by Keita Murray. Here's some of that tandem offense. It didn't work earlier. It is now. Up kick by Murray. Drop kick by Tresario, like a human game of ping pong here.
And O'Shea is still not off his feet. That's something of note. Until right now, and out the ring he goes.
Double drop kick. Reminiscent there, the Rock and Roll Express. Tune in at 6:05 at NWA Power for that.
O'Shea now a non-factor. These two have an opportunity to go after each other. If one finishes each other off,
trying to take
in the
advantage.
next few seconds, this might be it.
Nice super kick there.
Got all that.
Sure did.
Oh, look at this. The hips don't lie.
Yeah, that's disgusting, I'll be honest.
Double underhook. Good for a little welcome to Good Burger. Didn't catch it. Nice reversal by Tresario. Into the roll-up. Catches the double stomp.
That was violent.
Snap in the neck indeed. Tresario gets the victory.
Here is your winner, Steven Tresario.
Dominant performance by O'Shea, but a heads-up victory for Tresario. Still more to come, including our PP3 quarterfinal main event.
Welcome to the Championship Wrestling Control Center, presented by CW30 Wrestling's official YouTube channel.
Catch all the highlights, web exclusives, and every single episode in full, absolutely free. Take that subscribe button to Slap City now at CW30 Wrestling on YouTube.
Don't hit me. If you're just tuning in, another competitor has advanced in the PP3 tournament, and we still have one more tournament match still to come.
Earlier, the Andy Brown and Ice Williams matchup saw Ray Rosas play a small role in Andy's advancing to the semifinals.
Of course, Andy Brown could take this tournament with the strikes alone, but with Ray Rosas at ringside, it may be a sure thing.
Rosas' match is coming up in the main event, so we'll see if Brown plays a role in his match too.
Yeah.
It seems as if these two are working together to guarantee one of them makes the finals.
We also saw Heather take the first match in her best-of-7 series with Lacey Ryan after a completely silly 5-count pin requirement made by Halston BODDY. Ridiculous. Also, a returning Mike O'Shea looked very strong against Keita Murray and the 2019 PP3 participant Tresario. who picked up a win after a nasty double stomp.
I, for one, would love to see more of those three and less of Halston BODDY in 2020. Stay right here. Your main event is next. Ray Rosas and Frankie Frank battle to advance to the semifinals of the 2020 PP3 Cup Tournament.
Stay with us.
It's Tracy Lawrence live at Crossroads Arena in Corinth, Mississippi, Thursday, February 13th, with special guest Ricochet and also Brian Moffitt. Tickets are on sale now at crossroadsarena.com. The all-new Championship Wrestling podcast is presented by Be-Free CBD, hosted by Dustin Starr. We'll recap all the action, look ahead to what's coming up next, plus insights on the hottest feuds. BeFreeCBD.com joins forces with Championship Wrestling to help you be and feel your best.
Dustin and Maria here to tell you about the newly renovated Green Line Apartments.
Conveniently located just minutes from shopping, dining, and the U of M, plus easy access to the Green Line. You will love this community.
See for yourself, 901-276-3100.
The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the PP3 Cup Tournament. Introducing first, he's hitting the lounge in every town, Frankie Frank!
Frankie Frank hitting the lounge in every town, and he's got 2 consecutive victories. That is the longest winning streak in Frankie Frank's career.
How proud he must be, Kennelly. How proud he must be. 2 big ones, and here he comes looking to make it number 2.
Frankie Frank?
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied in the ring by Andy Brown. From Antelope Valley, weighing in at 191 pounds, Ray Rosas.
Much like Andy Brown had earlier in the form of Ray Rosas out here with some serious backup in this PP3 quarterfinal matchup. Looming on the outside, Andy Brown.
My absolute favorite to win. I said it from the very beginning. There he is, Ray Rosas, going all the way to the top of the PP3 Cup. Guarantee it, mark my words, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy Brown flanking sexy Jesus Ray Rosas as he takes on Mr. Brown Eyes himself, Frankie Frank. Old Brown Eyes.
Old Brown Eyes, yes. Hitting the lounge in every town. Huge opportunity for both, but namely Frankie Frank. 2 consecutive victories. Teamed with Zicky Dice in tag team action to qualify for the PP3, and then was on the winning team in that 6-man tag team PP3 showcase at Milestone.
He did it his way.
Sure did.
This is awesome.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is good. Ray Rosas, your pick to win the whole thing.
My pick to win the whole thing, there he is, Ray Rosas.
Against Frankie Frank, which is Todd Kenley's pick to win the whole thing.
He could be. Stranger things have happened. But Ray Rosas, so decorated, former tag team champion several times over, former television champion as well. The one title on this program that has eluded Ray Rosas is the Heritage title. So if he goes on to claim Percy's privilege, might he cash in for that title? Maybe not, as long as Watts is the champion.
You know what a good game plan would be? Both these men go all the way up to go with each other in the finals, and then whoever wins doesn't matter. They can both cash in for the tag team championships too. This is a working way to work there. And again now, Andy Brown is not going to sit idly by and let Ray Rosas lose. He's going to be a deciding factor here.
I hate to admit it, but Jasic made a good point. The Cup has been cashed in on 2 occasions for the United Tag Team titles, once by PAC-3 and again by Watts, where he was, in essence, held the tag team titles by himself. Although Ty Matthews tried to sneak his way in there.
Trying to sneak a handshake in here is Frankie Frank. And Ray Rosas saying, I don't know about that one.
You never trust a man with a clip-on tie.
Big right hand there by Ray Rosas. If Frankie Frank wins the PP3, you think he'll get a little mini PP3 cup to go with his to go on his tights with his tie?
They're choking him out with his shirt there. And Kenley, is that a clip-on tie?
It could be. Not on me. Oh, what are you talking about?
I trust you.
I'm a wily veteran of the broadcast game. Look at this. Rosas using a lot of aggression here in the early going.
And Ray Rosas used to being under the bright lights, used to being in main event matches. Frankie Frank, this has got to be the biggest night of his life.
Yes,
okay?
Congratulations, Mr. Frankie Frank. You finally get the opportunity to lose against Ray Rosas.
He's in the main event. He's in the PP3 Cup tournament. I mean, listen, anything can happen, like you said, Todd. And I would love to see Frankie Frank win this thing.
That overconfidence could certainly cost Rosas if it comes down to it. Frankie Frank is game. Seen him in there right here in the Ocean View Pavilion with the likes of Tim Storm in the past, Eli Drake as well, some of the big stars of the National Wrestling Alliance. So he's been in there with top-name talent. But one of the most decorated in the history of this program, Ray Rosas.
He has a lot of potential to go all the way, I'll tell you that. And there he is right next to my absolute pick to win the entire thing.
Frankie Frank?
No, Andy Brown. Andy Brown is going to win the entire thing, mark my words.
I thought you said Ray Rosas was your favorite.
I say Ray Rosas or Andy Brown. I said Andy Brown or Ray Rosas.
Potato, potato.
Tomato, tomato.
The winner of this matchup will go on to face the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater, in the semifinals.
Now, Poetic Justice, let's talk about that. If Ray Rosas wins this, can you imagine Ray Rosas going one-on-one with Clearwater? Look at how well the decks have lined for Ray Rosas to go in there and finally get his revenge on the Golden Nugget Clearwater.
Well, a lot of history between those two. Look at these jabs now, peppering them with the jabs is Frankie Frank. Frankie Frank, I think, does have the reach advantage on Rosas here. Taller of the two. Swing and a miss. Oh, look at that wrist control. Wow. Watch out, Isaac.
Start spreading the news. Frankie Frank has arrived here in the main event.
He knocked him right out of his vagabond shoes. No, nobody? God.
If he can make it here, he can make it anywhere. And oh, look at this. No, what a shot there by Rosas.
Very
the misdirection
smart.
Again.
Indeed, very smart by Rosas. Very true.
Does Andy Brown have his manager's license, Stu Stone? He has no business being out there. More on that later. Rosas in control in this PP3 quarterfinal. Match continues right after this.
If you've always wanted an adjustable bed, but never thought you could afford one, now you can. During the Craftmatic Adjustable Bed Black Friday through Christmas year-end closeout event.
When people ask, are you that crazy lady in the Craftmatic adjustable bed commercials? I say, yeah. Have you called to price one? I'm telling you, you gotta see how little they cost.
Why consider any bed anywhere at any price when you could own a Craftmatic adjustable bed for less, up to 50% less, as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
It's like buying an adjustable bed, paying just for the mattress, and getting the adjustability free.
So if you want a great deal on the #1 name brand adjustable bed, call now during the Black Friday through Christmas year-end closeout event or go to craftmatic.com.
What's the problem? You suffer every night, you're miserable in the morning. Just pick up the phone and see how little they cost.
Call 800-434-0087. That's 800-434-0087. Call now.
Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days? I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. Call now for this free book on maximizing your income in retirement. Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers from leading financial firm J.D. Milberg. That's right, free.
Severe weather can mean storm damage to the roof of your home. If you have a leak and need a repair, need a brand new roof, or just need a simple cleaning, let Pro Shingle help today. Go to ProShingle.com or call 901-258-6503.
Fasten your seatbelts. Dave & Buster's has the all-new Hot Wheels King of the Road racing game. Go full throttle and race your friends. Plus, play 5 of our best group games for free. Games you and your squad can gather around and play. Only at Dave & Buster's.
Our birthday bash is coming up and you're invited.
It's the Championship Wrestling Birthday Bash presented by Pro Shingle, live at AutoZone Park on Saturday, April 25th.
Oh yeah, tickets available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is brought to you by our friends at Platinum Jewelers.
Platinum Jewelers has you covered on the widest selection of jewelry that we know you will love. Plus, you can also get new and pre-owned high-end watches, including the very best Rolexes.
Oh yeah, tell them 5 Stars sent you. They have 2 convenient locations in and around Memphis. Visit Platinum Jewelers today.
Welcome back, everyone, to this PP3 quarterfinal main event. And look at this, more extracurricular on the outside there by Andy Brown. He's not competing in this matchup. Rosas is against Frankie Frank. Frankie Frank had the deck stacked as it was coming in to this main event matchup. That's all he needs is outside interference by Uptown Andy Brown.
Andy Brown is very much taking care of his partner, making sure that Ray Rosas is in there for the best possible chance of survival, and Andy Brown is taking care of him. Like I said, not sitting idly by, letting Ray Rosas know that he's there to support him. Ray Rosas is going to win this whole thing, mark my words.
Very confident here, does not elect to hook the leg, and Frankie Frank able to slip the shoulder out of there. What can Frankie Frank do to better his position here, gentlemen?
Leave. Call up the Rat Pack.
I think you had it right the first time.
Oh.
No, the Candyman can, man.
Boy, you guys. I miss you, Todd.
Out to the outside again, and yeah, I'd send him outside too if I had a hitman on the outside in the form of Andy Brown to do all the dirty work. Look at this, the referee's back turn thanks to Rosas.
In Andy Brown's defense, it wasn't all the dirty work, just a little bit of the dirty work. He's picking up the pieces where Ray Rosas puts them in. He picks up the pieces, he puts them back in the ring, and letting Ray Rosas attack him. Almost securing a victory right there. Ray Rosas is a mere seconds away.
And look at these covers, though, and now slipping out of there is Frankie Frank. I think that Rosas is wasting, costly time here and allowing Frankie Frank to catch a breath.
You have to gauge your opponent, and you have to expel your energy accordingly. Now, if he's going in there against somebody like Watts, I'd understand your point. But going against Frankie Frank, he can conserve his energy and do the minimal amount he needs to do to get by on this victory, because guaranteed he's going to go up top.
I think you're looking past Frankie Frank here. But, well, wait a minute. Now it might be lights out here for Frankie Frank. Turn out the lights. The party might be over here.
Cinching in that sleeper is Ray Rosas. And the eyes looking very strange there of Frankie Frank.
Oh, wow. Eyes rolling there in the back of his head.
Only thing he's going to be singing is Mr. Sandman, Bring Me a Dream. He is going down in a hurry here, guys. Not looking good.
And listen, look at in the background. You see Andy Brown laughing. He's gawking. He's smiling. He's loving every single moment of this as Ray Rosas gets closer and closer to victory.
Frankie Frank still got something left. One more song. Rights and lefts to break the hold. This is, Frankie Frank may never get another opportunity like this. Big spine buster there.
Are you kidding me? Frankie Frank
playing the hits.
Major upset too. Is he? Oh my goodness. If Frankie Frank pulls this off, 2020 is going to be a very good year.
His tour almost made a big stop in Upset City, but not to be done, not yet. But now Rosas realized he's in a fight now, gentlemen.
Ray Rosas now taking this just a tad bit more seriously than he had, and maybe I took too much away from Frankie Frank. Oh, never mind. No, I was right the whole time. Say goodnight, baby. Ray Rosas wins.
Super kick into the cover.
No.
Count of
What?
2 9/10. Frankie Frank kicks out again.
Good tenacity. And you got to admire Frankie Frank hanging in there with Ray Rosas. And these people are starting to chant Frankie Frank. This is amazing. Frankie Frank. Come on, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie Frank's got some Bruce Springsteen-type endurance on stage here.
Come on, Frankie. You got this. I never thought I'd be cheering for Frankie Frank.
I don't think anybody would be cheering for Frankie Frank. I think they're saying Franks and Beans. They're hungry. It's almost intermission here.
We get one of those? Wow, these people have woken up here. They are behind Frankie Frank, but Ray Rosas couldn't give a... Well, look at that.
Well, there's the smash and there's the dash. And Rosas back in control and not where you want to be if you're Frankie Frank. There might be a little method to the madness, if you know what I'm saying, Stu.
Very comfortable. Ray Rosas is coming up here onto the top shelf where they keep the peanut butter and the good cookies.
Taking too much time, though. Not going to hit that elbow.
Uh-oh.
Switches gears.
Oh, no.
Was looking for the axe handle. Got caught.
Might be singing falsetto after that one. Oh, wait a minute.
What is this young man doing?
Spin the record. Round and round and round. What? Frankie Frank. This is amazing.
On the turntables. Slingshot into the corner. Look out here. Roll up. Rosas got out of there.
Ooh.
Great action. Boy, Frankie Frank really digging down deep, showing what he's made of. The needle's off the record now, though, gentlemen.
Oh, that boot. Frankie Frank's gonna do this.
What? I'm in shock. I can't believe Frankie Frank has done this well.
Coming back for the encore, into the cover.
Oh,
so close.
Let me be the first to say it. This is crazy.
Who would have thought in a main event we see Frankie Frank, let alone take on Ray Rosas, let alone almost pin Ray Rosas? What is going on here right now in front of our very eyes?
This is opening up our eyes. It's opening up the eyes of the powers that be in the back and obviously the people here at the Showcase Pavilion. Frankie Frank has arrived, folks, and if he can pull off this victory, momentum is king when it comes to an elimination tournament like this.
Oh, no doubt about it. And Frankie Frank, he's riding that momentum, as we said. He's got that win streak, two-fight win streak. Knees went weak, though, on that buzzsaw back elbow.
Still think we're in 2010.
Heads up counter there by Frankie Frank. Oh, what a shot! Jeez. He can play the drums as well. Unbelievable.
Listen to this crowd, electrified for this young man. I have never seen him perform like this right now. This is insanity.
He's gonna be crooning, and Rosas is gonna be singing the blues if this continues. Look out here, he's on a roll.
Frankie Frank making the mistake there, not pinning up Ray Rosas. Capitalize on the excitement, dang it.
Come on, big finish. No, nobody home.
Took way too much
for
time.
The moonsault.
Ah, Frankie,
there it is. You squandered it. Done.
Frankie.
Here is your winner, advancing to the semifinals, Ray Rosas.
Frankie Frank almost pulled it off. Todd, take us through the action.
We look back at the action brought to you by Bash Boxing. Coming your way shortly to Los Angeles television, very best of LA-based pugilism. Frankie Frank, what an incredible effort. But in the end, goes to the Heartbreak Hotel. Ray Rosas gets the Duke, moves on to the quarterfinals.
I'll take nothing away from Frankie Frank. I know I was very adamant about saying that Ray Rosas was going to make this a very easy win, but I have to give a lot of credit where credit is due. Frankie Frank put up an effort in there. He fought valiantly, and he tried his damnedest. And at the end of the day, that might be.
Oh, wait a minute.
What total disrespect.
Wow.
They don't care. They don't care about legacy of Percy Pringle III.
That's
you make me sick. They shouldn't be in the tournament.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
We'll be back next week. Give me a break.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another action-packed week of wrestling.
The semifinals are set. Last week, Jordan Clearwater and Anthony Idol advanced, and this week, Andy Brown and Ray Rosas have advanced in the 2020 PP3 Cup Tournament.
We had a feeling Andy Brown would play a part in the main event, but we didn't know he would take it that far. He got right in the way of a fired-up Frankie Frank about to fly, which opened the door for Ray Rosas to take over, and coincidentally, during a commercial break, Andy put a beating on Frank on the floor while Rosas had the referee at bay.
Don't act surprised, but even in the face of what was essentially a 2-on-1 match, Frankie Frank took advantage of every opening, and he lit Ray Rosas up. A big boot and a Blue Thunder bomb. Frank almost had the 3 count. And can we talk about that palm strike? Did you hear that?
I heard it all the way.
Frank was literally 1 second away from advancing.
We saw Frankie Frank do things many never knew he could.
Right.
But the clever veteran Rosas avoided a moonsault and blasted Frankie right out of the tournament with a big knee. Bummer. Join us next week to see the Wolf Zaddies in action again.
Plus, Heritage Champion Watts, the United TV Champion Royce Isaacs, and exclusive footage of the Rock Nest Monsters in China.
We'll see you next week.